Yo, what is going on, guys? ETHAM AFC here, finally back again with another video. Welcome back to the channel, and this weekend is a big weekend for all football fans around the world, specifically in England, as the Premier League kicks off again. All the talk is over, all the drama is over, pre-season is finished. It's now time for the teams to focus on what's big, and that's the Premier League. In today's video, I'm just going to be here giving my official prediction / preview of what's going to happen next season. So we're going to be talking about who's going to win the Premier League, who's going to get top 4, who's going to drop out of the top 4, and of course who's going to get relegated. So yeah, we're going to start off by talking about who's going to win the Premier League, or who's got the best chance of winning the Premier League. And obviously Manchester City, they are the current champions of the Premier League. Lots of people think that they're going to retain it, but is it a possibility? I don't think so. I don't really think Man City are going to retain the league title. Of course there will be title contenders, because of course they got a solid team, but to replicate the season they had last year where they got like 100 points, they could have gone unbeaten. Let's be honest, they lost about 2 games. I don't really know off the top of my head, but they had a very solid season. And do I think they can replicate that? Nah, I just think it's just a bit too good to be true for them to retain it. The only reason why I say it's too good to be true for Manchester City to retain the league, because normally when teams do win the title, they tend to fall back in the next season. They don't do as well as they really did in their title winning season. Like take Chelsea for example. Last year they finished 5th, and obviously the season before that they were champions, but the next season they finished 5th. So yeah, I just don't really think that Man City will really maintain that focus that they had last season. And bearing in mind, the last time the title got retained was in 2009, 10 years ago. Literally, the last team to do it was Man United. And in those 10 years, the league, like the race for the league title, it just gets more competitive and more competitive every year. So ultimately, the team that's going to win the title, it's not going to be Man City. I think it's going to be Liverpool. Yes, Liverpool FC. I feel like they're going to do it this year, like with the reinforcements that they brought in this year, the way how they have addressed their problems from last year. I think that Liverpool, they got the power to take the title from Manchester City. Their attack, they got such a good attack. Last year, I'm pretty sure they scored the most goals last year, but all it was just their defence. And this year, they've addressed that problem. They've gotten a pretty good keeper from Roma, got him for about like 60 million. They've been breaking the bank. They've been doing their thing. They've been addressing their problems. And obviously, now that they fixed their defence with the attack that they already have, and even their midfield as well, they've got the sign of Naby Keita and Fabinho, who both of them players, they're great players. So I don't know, man, I just feel like they're gonna do it this year. So now that that's covered, obviously let's go on to talk about who's going to finish in the top 4, so the 2nd, 3rd and 4th. And obviously I think that Chelsea, and I think Arsenal will get back into the top 4, because obviously like we do look much stronger than we were last year. Obviously, we've got a new manager now, Unai Emery, fresh ideas, fresh mentality. We've gotten some decent signings. We've addressed our problems in terms of a keeper and even our defence. And obviously, the transfer window is not even over, so we still have time to get in some new signings. And we are even looking at some new signings, maybe a winger. We just gotta wait and see. Only reason why I'm not gonna be that guy that's just gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna win the league, go all crazy, because like let's just think about it. Like this is our transition season, our first season under Unai Emery, and from going to 6th place all the way to winning the league, it just seems a bit unrealistic. So top 4 is more of a realistic aim, and something that I'm sure we're going to be able to do. Now the last 2 places in the top 4, obviously one of them Man City and Chelsea. Chelsea, I think they're gonna get back into the top 4 as well, because even though they got slight problems like in terms of their players, they don't know who's staying and who's leaving. Obviously Courtois, he's on his way out. He's literally going to Real Madrid. Like the deal has been confirmed. Just like Arsenal, they also got a new manager, so fresh idea, fresh tactic, are more like, yeah, just fresh idea, fresh tactics. And I feel like the reputation that manager brings there, I forgot his name, Sarri or something like that. The reputation that guy brings in it, yeah, I've heard big things about him. He can do, I think he'll do the job for Chelsea. So yeah, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal, that's my prediction for who will get the top four, who will get the Champions League place, which means there is no room for Tottenham and Man United. I think that they're not gonna do that well this season. Tottenham especially, because they literally have not bought anyone. They've not done any business this transfer window, so it's going to be very, very hard for them. And they're going to be moving into yet another stadium, so it's going to be a new environment. Can the players handle it? I'm not really sure, because their players, and just Tottenham in general, they're just known for bottling it, and they have really bottled it this transfer window. Like, they've literally bought no one. And if you use your common sense, if you buy no one, literally, like, what do you expect? What are you expecting from this season? Like, you cannot be expecting to get the top four, challenge for the league, if you've not bought any signings. So it's going to be very hard for Tottenham. I'm not going to enjoy it, of course, because fuck Tottenham, innit? Like, they're shit. And they're going to be even shitter this season, knowing that they've literally bought no one. Like, no new signings at all. So yeah, that's that. Obviously, Man United, I also think that they're going to drop out of the top four also, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on at that club, especially with Jose Mourinho. Like, I just don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but he's clearly not happy with like how things are being run, how like he can't get his signings. It's I don't know what's going on at that club. Things are moving a bit mad. Obviously, their players, they look like they're turning on Jose Mourinho. It's just it doesn't look healthy there, and I just think it's gonna affect them on the pitch, because problems off the pitch normally don't go well on the pitch. So I don't know, man. I just think they're gonna struggle. I think that this is gonna be the season where the fans really turn on Jose Mourinho. Like, literally, they only won like one pre-season game, and in all of their pre-season games, they looked shambles, to be honest. They didn't really look that good. Even the fans were saying it. So I just think that they're gonna struggle next season, especially Jose Mourinho. I personally think that he's going to be the first manager that's going to get sacked this season. Like, because, I don't know, man, it's just, things are just moving a bit reckless at United. No one knows what's going on. So, yeah, that's just that, really. So, yeah, that's the top six done. Obviously, now it's time to shift our focus to the opposite side of the table. Obviously, the relegation zone. Who's going to be getting relegated? Who's going to stay up? So, yeah. Obviously, the three teams that got promoted to the Premier League this season: Wolves, Fulham and Cardiff. Out of those teams, I feel like Cardiff are going to go down and Wolves and Fulham stay up. Only reason why I say that, because Wolves and Fulham, they got experience in the Premier League, especially Fulham. And those two teams, they have brought in a lot of players, a lot of key players. Obviously, Fulham, they signed Chambers on loan. They signed Schürrle, who's a pretty good player, Premier League proven also, and Jean-Michel Seri. All three of those players are very good. Wolves, they have spent a lot of money. They brought in like, I think it's about like, I don't know off the top of my head, but I know it's been more than 5 signings that they've made. And all of the signings there, they are pretty good. And one in particular, Rui Patricio, that keeper from Lisbon, he's very, very good. And I feel like he's going to be the main man that will that's going to contribute to Wolves staying up. And only reason why I'm going to say Cardiff are going down, because I just don't think they're going to handle it. And the two teams that are going to go down with them, Huddersfield and Southampton. Because last year, Huddersfield and Southampton, they just about managed to stay up. Literally, Southampton stayed up on goal difference. So I just feel like those two teams, they're just not going to get lucky like that next year, and I just feel like their luck's just going to run out and they will go down. I'm going to finish off by talking about who's going to win the Golden Boot. Yes, the Golden Boot, which is currently held by Mo Salah. Scored about, I think it was 32 goals last season in the Premier League. But who's going to take that off him? Because I don't think Salah's going to retain that, because I don't know, he scored. I just don't think he could really replicate how good he was last season, because I don't know, I think the pressure will get to him, innit? Because a lot of people are going to be watching him next season, seeing if he's going to replicate, and I just think it's too much pressure for him. So who's going to win it? Like, who is going to win it? I promise this is not me being biased, but I just think Aubameyang's going to win the Golden Boot. It's just because the guy just scores goals for fun. Like, he came in January, he only had 13 appearances last season, and he still managed to get double figures. And even when he was at Dortmund, he got 16 appearances, 13 goals. So altogether, he scored 23 goals altogether last year. And I just think Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, he'll be more motivated because this is going to be his first full season in the Arsenal shirt. So obviously, he'd want to get off. He'll want to start off on a bang. He would want to like proper cement himself as one of the best strikers in the league. I'm going to just end off by saying, yeah, it's going to be an interesting season. A lot is going to be happening, obviously, because new season, we don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. Obviously, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment if you want what you think is going to happen. And yeah, I'll see you lots later.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't